My grandfather started farming approximately 65 years ago. I was born on the family farm. I still reside on the family farm. It's always been something that's been done here in the Central Valley. Well, I've been farming almonds for 12 years now. I've been growing the forage and the corn for silage for the dairy cattle for 3 years. Had diesel engines out in Merced on our property out there. Got old, switched it to a propane generator in 2003. That worked out phenomenally well. In fact, so well that I've switched everything, that even if it was electric, over to propane. The difference between the electricity and the propane is you're giving up all of the excess charges that you would pay, the environmental charges, the standby, the horsepower, peak and off-peak rates. So you can run anytime you want with the propane. I've had situations actually where the power has gone out and everybody else's pumps around me stop, and then they're all stopping by wondering how come my sprinklers are still going. In comparing the diesel engines with the propane engines, the first thing you have to do with all the new Tier 4 EPA emission stuff, EGR valves, and everything else is you got to find the engine underneath it all. With the propane engine, you're taking just a raw engine. You don't have any of the emission issues. You don't have the EGR valves. You don't have the exhaust systems. You don't have any of the newfangled sensors that go out. With the propane, it's plug and play. Put the gas to it, start it up, and walk away from it has been my experience. Since I've made the switch to propane, it's been nothing but a positive experience. The cost of operation, the service the gas companies provide, the lack of maintenance that I have to put into the engines, the propane gives you a lot more freedom. The freedom to be able to go move it around if I need to move it around, the freedom to choose the gas company I wish to choose, and the freedom from the expenses, because it costs so much less to operate those engines, whether it's electric or diesel. Propane's cheaper, hands down. Your rates are fixed and you can control what your costs are, and you can run anytime you want. What I look for in a fuel supplier is service, dependability, and obviously price. But more so than price is the service and the quality of service that you get. Your fuel supplier is important, and I'm using Kamps Propane right now, and the service has been flawless, and Kamps has been very, very good to me. My grandfather is 95 years old, and when I pulled the electric motor off the turbine out and back and I put a propane-fired engine on it, he thought I'd lost my mind. And he still shakes his head, but he doesn't pay the bills, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore. My name is Alex Adams, and I've been farming in the Central Valley in California for the past 11 years.